what keeps people a little anxious on EVs is traveling. Can I go to Atlanta? Can I go to Miami? Will I have a problem? That's where the uncertainty is in the whole industry.
Is the EV more of a get around town car, just drive it, get around town, or are we seeing more range? You know, range anxiety is something
So like an EV6 and a Nero EV, they're rated over 300 miles in distance. So they're not just to go back and forth every day. You know, if you most people don't drive 300 miles in a day.
Right.
So you
true.
probably use 20-30% of your power in a day.
Right.
You get home, you plug it in, the next morning you're ready to go.
Whoa, make that switch.
Hi everybody, we're filming live. It's the City Kia show right here at City Kia. I'm Raul.
And I'm Trenny.
And we're here to spend a few minutes with you guys, talk about different topics, and keep writing in, keep sending emails. Let us know the things you want us to talk about, and that's what we're here to do. So Trenny, what do you got for me today?
Well, today what people are asking about are fully electric vehicles.
Okay, EVs.
EVs, you know, they're gaining popularity due
You have
to...
EVs, PHEVs, you have hybrids, you got all that stuff.
Well, let's do that. Tell us the difference between the fully electric vehicles,
A PHEV.
a PHEV, and a hybrid, and an ICE, internal combustion engine.
Okay, so most of you, if you currently do not have an EV, an electric vehicle, you're driving an ICE vehicle, internal combustion engine. Whether it's gas or diesel, it's an ICE vehicle. Then we have now the emergence of EVs. We've had hybrids for years. What is a hybrid? A hybrid is a vehicle that you put gas in it, but it's assisted by an electric engine to increase your gas mileage. But you still put gas in the car.
Question about that. Does it run first on the gas and the electric kicks in, or vice versa?
It depends on your
Or does it
driving
not
habits
matter?
and how it happens.
Okay.
When you're resting, when you're slowing down, it's charging the battery. When you hit the brakes actually recharge the battery.
They work together.
Regenerative brakes is what it's called. And then you have a PHEV, which can run on electric, right? It can run, and you plug it in, and you can also use gas.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a hybrid. It really is a different type of hybrid. Technology is a little different, though. It relies more on the electrical system than the
Okay.
hybrid does.
Okay, and we all...
And then you have the EV, which is fully electric.
Which is fully electric.
Correct.
So with both the hybrid and the fully electric vehicle, the fully EV, we all know what we need to do to maintain our regular cars. We already know that. What do we need to do to maintain an electric vehicle?
Well, the hybrid you would maintain the hybrid the same way that you maintain your current vehicle now.
Okay.
They still need oil changes, filters, cabin filters, and all the things that we do in your maintenance when you come for maintenance. However, an EV is different. An EV cycles are different. Here's what EVs are what you're going to look for. Tire wear on an EV. It's still early in the game, but results are showing that EVs wear tires out at a little bit faster rate than normal ICE vehicles, okay? So that's one thing that we'll be looking at when you come in for service on your EV vehicle. EV6 or Nero EV, either one. And soon to come, the EV9 is coming, guys. It'll be here soon. Producers, we're actually going to have one. We're going to have an EV here, right behind me, where that vehicle is in the showroom. There's going to be an EV9 there very soon.
Wow.
And we're going to send you out. Keep following us. You got to follow us. You got to like us and follow us. And I want you to comment and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We do some TikTok and YouTube. But make sure you follow us because we're going to be sending the update of when the EV9 will be here in our dealership.
Wow.
Very exciting.
Yay! That's really exciting. So what are we...
So on EV, we're going to check your tires. We're going to check there's a program that we check the condition of the battery. That's what we do. We check the condition of the battery.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but is the battery under warranty?
Yes, 10-year, 100,000 miles warranty. So that's an advantage that Kia has. Our EVs, our batteries are warranted for 10 years, 100,000 miles. Now these are very expensive batteries, so that's great news for you guys. For those that own it, and those of you that want to own one.
And that's a serious peace of mind. And
Yep.
and I'm assuming I know you say don't assume, but it's backed by the Kia warranty. Everything.
100%.
So-
If it says Kia on it, it's got a Kia warranty.
So everything that we have with our regular Kia cars
Applies to EV.
applies to EV.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's amazing.
Very exciting.
It is. I had a friend who had another car that was electric vehicle, and
Right.
it was in a shop, and there were headaches with getting it maintenance.
I've heard a lot of stories like that.
Right. So for Kia,
Repairs were a problem.
right?
I'm not going to name that other
No,
brand,
of course not.
but use your imagination. They've been doing EVs for a while.
Right. And so I mean that's a real peace of mind to have a beautiful car here. And
Well, here, this is a good topic. I'm going to go off the reservation, producer. So people don't realize this, but this is important. So there's other companies that do EV vehicles, and a lot of them are boutique franchises, and I'm going to name some: Tesla, Rivian, Lucid. These are all vehicles that are made that are electric vehicles by different companies. When you have a problem with one of those vehicles, where are you going to go? How long do you have to wait to fix those cars? We have a gigantic dealer network of over 900 dealerships all across America to take care of your Kia. No matter if it's an ICE, an EV, or a PHEV, we're here for you. So you have 900 stores around this country that are representing you on any defect on the manufacturer. We represent, as dealers, we do a service to the community. When you have a warranty problem with the factory, we are your representative. We fight for you against the factory to get your vehicle repaired and replaced.
that's awesome. That's truly awesome. Well, okay, so pivoting to another issue and concern is the EV more of a get around town car, just drive it, get around town, or are we seeing more range? You know, range anxiety is something
Well, I have it, but I haven't
right.
gotten over it yet. So like an EV6 and a Nero EV, they're rated over 300 miles in distance. So they're not just to go back and forth every day. You know, if most people don't drive 300 miles in a day.
Right.
So
true.
you probably use 20-30% of your power in a day.
Right.
You get home, you plug it in, the next morning you're ready to go. Just the traveling. What keeps people a little anxious on EVs is traveling. Can I go to Atlanta? Can I go to Miami? Will I have a problem? That's where the uncertainty is in the whole industry.
Right. And where are the charge points? And is there a charge point map? And where do we stop?
And they are.
And
There's
you gotta-
software for that.
Yeah, and that's just it. There's software for it. So I personally don't have an EV, so I haven't taken advantage of it. But is there some more exciting news when it comes to
Charging?
Charging or
Bless you, Miss Producer. Yes, there is.
God bless you.
Yes, there is.
Tell
I'm
us-
gonna let me put on. I'm getting old, guys, so I've got to put some glasses on. Maybe I can do it without glasses. Let's see. So I'm gonna read you a press release a dealer release, not a press release that we just received, regarding her question. We are pleased to share exciting news of a joint venture between 7 of the world's leading automakers to accelerate the transition to electric vehicles in North America. Okay. By making EV charging more convenient, accessible, and reliable. Keyword to me is accessible, because in Central Florida, we really don't have that many EV charging stations. We have them spread out at different malls, but there's not as many as we need for the demand of the vehicles. Okay, so now I'm going to need my glasses, so let's read this. Here are some highlights. 7 major players, global automakers: Kia, BMW, General Motors, Honda, Hyundai, Mercedes-Benz, and Stellantis. For those of you who don't know, Stellantis is Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. Will create an unprecedented new charging network, a joint venture that will significantly expand to high-powered charging in North America. The high-powered charging in North America. We are targeting to install at least 30,000 high-powered charge points, Trenny, in urban areas and highways, locations to ensure customers can charge whenever and wherever they need. This is a big point. Right now, there are charging stations. These are high-powered charging stations. Let me tell you the difference. On most, especially on all Kias, if you're empty, almost empty, and you attach your vehicle to a high-powered charging station, you can charge 80% of your battery, Trenny, 80%, in 20 minutes. So if you got a 300-mile range, 20 minutes, you got 280-mile range. That works, and it's good. That's why high powered is very important.
So
Let me continue. Go
So
ahead.
okay, what you just said, that is high. That's our time frame for high powered is being able to get to 80% fully charged in 20 minutes.
That's what
What was it before? What
well,
was
we
it?
have, for example, here at City Kia,
Right.
we have level 2 chargers
Uh-huh.
and a high power charger.
Okay.
High powers will charge 80% of battery in 20 minutes.
Right.
The other ones would need about 4 hours to give you 80%.
And I think that's what a lot of the people are worried about with their older EVs or not
Right.
having those.
Right.
They have the at-home, non-high powered. So carry on. That's
So
exciting.
with a focus on delivering an elevated customer experience, the network will provide reliability, high-power charging capability, digital integration. That means with an app, you can control it, see everything on an app. Follow me, Trent? It sounds good, right?
Wow.
Okay, let me find out where I was. Okay. So, appealing locations like malls, shopping
Right.
centers,
Right.
supermarkets are going to come online.
Oh, wow.
Gas stations,
That's
of
gonna
course.
be the best.
Various amenities while charging and use renewable energy. So that they're going to try to tie solar energy, wind energy. They're going to try to use those things to feed this grid. So we are cleaner. We're green. Everybody wants to be green now,
Cleaner
right?
and greener.
So we're going to be cleaner, greener, and meaner. We're going to be mean, the mean boys on the street with our
Cleaner,
EV
meaner, and
cars
greener.
that don't make any noise. Okay.
Don't make noise.
Charging stations will be accessible to all the EV customers, offering both combined charging system, they're going to call that CCS, and North American Charging Standard, NACS, connectors. So there will be connectors available that all of these manufacturers can share with each other and be united in the use of the grid.
That's a powerhouse of
It's
manufacturers.
amazing. I mean, you got Mercedes-Benz, which is probably one of the largest manufacturers in the world of automobiles. BMW, General Motors, the largest in the United States, and Stellantis and Kia. I mean, come on. We got it all. So first stations, here's the good news. The first stations are scheduled to open in the summer of 2024. That's when they're going to start
Wow.
doing the nationwide network. The first group will start in the summer a year from now, in 2024. We're going to get another press release with more information further down the road.
We're gonna have to do another EV.
When that comes, we'll have another segment about that. And we'll talk about that.
all the
what else you want
updates.
to talk about today, Trent?
Well,
Talk
this,
to me.
Well, this is just an elementary question. With these charging stations, now
Yeah.
even now, again, I'm not an EV owner. I don't know what happens when you go to the charging station. How much does it cost?
Well, it depends. There's different owners of charging stations.
Okay, so it just
So
depends.
each one, there's a company that you have an app. So you get an app and you buy, let's say you buy 10 hours of charging on the app.
It's like if I said how much is
Like
gas?
it's almost like they have like a prepaid cell phone.
Right.
They have prepaid credits, and they all have revolving credits where you keep your credit card online, and it just keeps charging your credit card. But there's different applications. This announcement I just made will unify a large chunk of the automotive population
Right.
under one banner, one
Right.
app, one technology. I'm so excited. I mean, I'm really excited about it.
I know, and I know we're going to know more and more as we go along. Right now, is there a projection on when our country is going to be 50% EV?
Remember, California wants to do by 2030 have everything EV.
Right.
But California is always, they're always they're always ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
And a lot of for example, many of the OEM corporate headquarters are either in California or New York or Atlanta.
Okay.
So, but mostly in California.
And
Especially the Asian brands.
Right,
Their
right.
headquarters are based in California.
right.
Producers, are we playing charades today? Yes? Game time! It's showtime!
Game time.
Okay, this is a little bit difficult, I think.
It's muy.
A little difficult.
I hope so.
The producer said it's a little difficult. So, let's see. You're going to go first this time.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you play from home. Well, you're cheating because you're going to see what I have to say. So you can go ahead and cheat.
You got to
Is
turn it
upside
around.
down?
Let's move these this way. Okay, so, oh my goodness, it is a person
A person.
who is the
Yes.
that we just talked about. He's the think of a train.
Conductor.
Right.
Pilot. Driver.
No, keep going.
driver, pilot, conductor.
Keep-
You said train.
Yeah. It begins with an E.
Is it one word?
It's your thing is 2 words.
Is this one word?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The first word is
So
something
is
that.
it two-
Wait. The first
Stop.
one.
Is it one word or 2 words?
The
Or
whole
three?
thing is 2 words.
Okay, so then it say 2 words. Never played charade. Let's do it again. 2 words. 2 words.
This is like all in a day's work.
All right,
This is
2
not
words.
his fault.
2
But
words.
2 words.
Uh-huh.
And it's not the.
Are you doing-
It's not
is
the
it a-
power grid, but it's the what grid? It's not the power grid. It's
Phone
the
grid, cell grid,
yeah.
phone grid, cell grid,
It's the topic that we just were. The name of these vehicles.
EV charging grid.
No. What's the first word of the car? It's
I lost.
It's
I'm out
my
of time.
fault. I know. The electrical engineer.
What is this? Producer, what does this have to do with a car dealership?
So I'm redeemed.
I protest.
Okay.
Protest. That's bad. That's a production problem. Go ahead. Very simple. If you have a 6-cylinder car, you have 6 of these in the car, and they do what to start to move the engine?
They fire up. They spark. This
What is that called?
spark plug.
Bingo. Go. Upside down.
Yes. Come on, producers.
How many words, Trenny?
2. The first
words.
one. The first one is hyphenated,
So
and
it's 3 words.
I guess so. The first word is
Is it a thing?
yes.
Is it a thing or a person?
It's a thing.
A thing. Okay.
Yep. And the first word.
we have one in
the
this
first
dealership?
word. Okay, listen. There's a word economy,
Yeah.
which
Budget,
is the,
savings, fuel economy,
when you don't eat, you're not very what?
hungry,
No. When you don't eat, you're not very what?
happy,
And right?
Angry.
Or.
angry driver, road rage.
No, you're not very.
Trenny, you got to practice this. Producer, she's got to practice with you at night because she doesn't give clues good. Keep going.
Okay. We're in the business of what?
Selling cars. Fixing cars.
It's the what industry?
The car
Truck,
business.
trucking,
Automotive industry. Automotive industry. That's the name of the industry.
boats,
Trailers.
trains, planes, and automobiles are all.
Transportation
That's right.
industry.
That's right. And what is green transportation called?
What is green transportation? Green
Gre-
transportation?
It's
Electric transportation? EV
wait. Say the word again. Eco.
Electric.
You already got eco. So
Eco-friendly transportation.
There you go. He got it. Yay!
I lost this one. It was too long. I lost it. Too long.
These are bad ones. The other podcasts we had much
No.
better ones.
That's not a phrase in English. It's not. So I'm going to fix it for you. Okay. To go somewhere, you do what to the car? You what the car? How do you get from point A to B? You do what?
Do you drive the car?
Stop. First word is that. Say it again.
Drive.
Got the first word.
Train.
We got first word.
Drive train.
And
Drive.
if you're not making any noise, you're driving.
Quietly, silently.
Bingo. Yo soy un caballo. No, yo soy un caballo. I'm a beast. Little Spanish in there, guys. All right, now we'll go next.
Wow. Hanukkah, I'm helping with
Is it
this
upside
next
down?
time. No, it's perfect.
Okay, how many words?
It's one. It's not a rocket, but it's a whoosh.
Rocket. Plane.
It's up there. It could.
Satellite.
No, it's something that you could see in a cartoon even. It's a it's not a UFO. It's not a UFO, but it's a
Plane.
it's like
Bird. It's a plane.
it's like a
Superman.
UFO, a rocket. It goes up into outer.
Outer space.
Right, that word.
Spaceship.
Yeah, there you go. Huh.
All right.
Ah. Okay.
I would have said the USS Enterprise is what? A spaceship.
Oh yes, but I used to hate that show.
Star
no, I
Trek
didn't.
flies in a spaceship. No, yo sé jugar esto. Pero tiene que. Oh, that's easy. Trenny. You have an EV. Okay? This is 2 words. Very simple. You have an EV. If you have an EV, you should be responsible and install what in your garage to feed it. How do you?
A
what do you have?
battery, a charge station.
What is it called? The one
Battery.
Not the one in the public, but if it's in the place.
Home charging station.
Bingo. Ready?
Yep. Right now I'm.
Exhausted.
Right now, the first part of that one syllable of that word.
Exhaust.
Right, and then the tail.
Exhaust pipe.
Yes.
Yes? Now you're getting it. Now, at the end of the game, she's starting to pick it up. All right. Trenny hasn't played in a long time, neither have I. But I practiced with Janica on the Spanish podcast. We'll get Trenny up to speed. All right, so Trenny, next week, do you know what we're going to talk about, or is it a surprise?
Do I have something on my head right now?
Oh, you do. Oh, I thought I already won the game. All right, very simple. If you're in the car
Yep.
and you are in park, you have to move what thing to go to drive?
The gear shift.
Second word was what?
Shift.
Okay, that's your first word.
Shift.
What's another word for this thing?
Shifter.
No, shift is one word. You got
Shift.
the first word. The second word, is it a wheel? No. What is that thing called?
Shift bar. Shift
Another
brake.
word? No.
Shift. I don't think I call it that.
Okay, you use that thing to
Shift.
lift something, a piece of wood, and you go
Shift
like
lever.
Bingo.
I don't say shift lever.
Nadie lo dice, eso no existe esa palabra tampoco. But I knew that I could get you there
You
if
got-
I broke it down. Porque yo era un maestro en esta vaina.
Whether we say shift lever or not.
All right, guys, so next week, I don't know what we're talking about.
Next week is going to be a surprise.
Oh, it's a surprise. Here we go. And then listen, I want to let everyone know that at City Kia, Trenny and I have been working at City Kia, and Janica as our producer, and she's also does on-air personalities with me. You know, this is a way for us to communicate with you guys. And when you see us on TV and we do that, that's okay. Those are commercials. This is I want this to be interactive. So over the next 4 weeks, Janica and Trenny are gonna produce a site that you can go on and comment about this and ask questions, and then everything that we do from that point on will be what you want to know. The questions you ask us, right, Trenny? And right, Janica? Questions you ask us, we want this to be interactive. Otherwise, I do TV commercials all the time. This is between you guys and us, sharing things, talking about things that you need to know. We're going to be talking about purchasing versus leasing, because that's coming up again. We're going to be talking about safety. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things. Should you buy your own lease out, or should you trade it in,
That's a
trade
big
it in
one.
for a new car? There's so many topics we're going to cover. Every week's going to be new and exciting. See you soon at the City Kia Show. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Whoa, make that switch. Make that switch to City Kia. To City Kia.